Sorry guys, that's me trying to get the camera on. Anyway, good morning and how have you been? It's been a minute. It's been a minute for sure. So, just wondering, what have you been doing this summer holiday? What are you doing? Because the summer holiday is at its peak, and in Glasgow, I am sure the weather has been really lovely, especially to our lovely guests, visitors, tourists, and everybody. And why I'm saying that is because in studio I've got really lovely guests and friends who are in studio. Some of them you've heard from, some of them you have never heard from. So I'd like to take this opportunity to invite and introduce our guests this morning. So I will start with, I've got two ladies. If you're not watching us on Facebook Live, I've got two ladies in studio and I've got a gentleman. So I'll start with the ladies. Ladies first. Good morning.
Good morning.
Yes. Good morning. Jasmine.
Good morning.
Good morning, Mosharia.
Morning, how are you?
I'm good. So please introduce yourselves. I know you, but I'm sure our guests will be very delighted to get to know you. Please tell us about yourselves. If you're new to Glasgow, if it's your first time, and what brings you to Glasgow? Can I start with you?
Okay, thank you very much. Yes, we are very new to Glasgow. It's our first time here. We are loving the city, the architecture. It is beautiful. The weather, I don't know whether this is really summer. Coming from Kenya where it's always 24, 25 degrees. This is not summer, but hey, we're still enjoying it. We love the random rain. So my name is Deborah Bubi. I am lawyer and advocate based in Kenya. Here in the UK, you would call me a solicitor. I have over 15 years experience since admission to the bar. I'm here with my partner in the law firm, my business partner in the law firm. Her name is Josephine Kongweno. She'll speak more about herself. I'm a litigation lawyer. What I do is represent clients in court in the event of a dispute. Say, for example, a dispute in relation to property, a dispute in relation to a contract, a dispute in relation to family issues, perhaps divorce, inheritance, succession issues. So basically, when there is a disagreement, that is when I come in. Thank you very much.
Oh, thank you, Debbie. You see, I'm just from saying how lovely the weather has been.
It's because you're from here.
I'm a Glaswegian.
Yes, Glaswegian. That's the word I was looking for.
Yes. So this is like one of the best weathers we've had in a long time. Very long summer for us.
Oh, really?
Yeah. So we're very happy that you found this one. And again, we brag with our weather being very diverse.
Diverse is the word.
Yeah.
Diverse every 5 minutes in a day, right?
Yeah, every 5 minutes it changes. That's how we love it. We're used to it. Yeah, Josephine, welcome to studio.
Thank you.
Yeah, please introduce yourself.
My name is Josephine Kongweno. As Debbie has mentioned, we are lawyers. We are practicing in Nairobi, Kenya. We are here in Glasgow and we love it, as Debbie has already given you a glimpse of what we have been through the last few days we've been here. We are going to meet Kenyans later this afternoon at the Calabash restaurant. And the reason why we are here is to talk about how we can offer support to the Kenyan community to be able to deal with their issues back at home. On my part, I handle a lot of conveyancing matters. So if you have property, you're selling, you're buying, then we can help you facilitate that process end to end. I also do commercial law and conveyancing. So that's what really we are here for. And thank you for giving us this opportunity to talk to your audience.
Oh, very much welcome, because I'm sure the audience will be delighted. They're happy. They're tuned in. Please, guys, you know how it goes. If you need or if you want to send us a text message, it's on 0141 or 420 1072. If you don't have that number with you, please go on our website at hoursfm.co.uk, or you can even give us a call on the same number. If I do not answer your call just now, please send us a WhatsApp number on the same 0141 420 1072, or send us a message on any of our social media platforms, including my own at Lady and Duncan. So one more person in this is not a new person. This is a voice you've heard before. And interestingly, I want to talk to him because there's the ongoing Olympics, you know. Every time you guys hear me talking about football, the little I know, you know where I've learned it from. I just started learning about how football works
Really?
this year.
In
Yeah.
this land of football.
Oh, can you imagine? And thanks to Masharia. Please introduce yourself. And yeah, the topic is going to be Olympics.
Oh. All right. Morning. How are you? My name is Anthony Macharia. As
Hold on,
introduced.
just a little bit. I think your mic is not very much on. I can't hear your mic very well.
Maybe you can share.
Mhm.
All right.
Mhm. Yes, Masharia, please. Sorry
Hello.
for that. Yeah.
Oh yeah, that's much better.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Morning. How are you? My name is Anthony Macharia. As introduced before. Yeah. All matters pertaining sports, Olympics. It's a
Yeah.
Pandora's box. You never know what you're going to get.
Yeah. Uh-huh.
Yes.
Yeah.
So, what would you like to know about the Olympics?
What do you feel about? Let's start with Kenya.
Mm-hmm.
So Kenya, you know, like when I came back from the West Highland Way walk, which I'm gonna be talking about and bragging about for the whole month. I came back and I was trying to catch up with who's won golds and
Yes.
silver and bronzes, and I didn't see Kenya was 0-0-0.
Yeah, it's been quite tricky for. By the way, welcome, ladies. I'm honored to be among such powerful ladies.
Thank
And
you.
yeah, it's been a dismal performance by Kenya this year.
Mhm.
Shocking. We got our first medal. Was it yesterday?
I think it's
Gold.
yes.
First
no.
gold, yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
It's been a whirlwind of romance to say,
Mhm.
but it kind of reflects on what's going on back home. I'm guessing,
Yeah.
but it's been a horrible year. But yeah, Kenyans are out there. They're doing their best.
Yeah, Kenyans are really doing their best, and I think it's a reflection of how the country is doing at the
Yeah.
moment,
Mm.
because there's this lady, Vavi, the lady who
Yes.
was denied an opportunity to be in the
Yeah.
Olympics, and
Yeah.
she went to play to run for
And she ended up
Bahrain.
running for Qatar.
yes,
Bahrain.
Sorry.
Bahrain.
Yeah.
Bahrain.
Oh wow.
and
Yeah.
she won
I think
a
you're
gold. Was
Yes,
it?
she
Yes,
did.
she
She
did.
did.
Mhm.
Well, let me just chime in there.
Yes.
That's all right.
Yes, she did run for Bahrain, but she was not denied an opportunity. I
Mhm.
think, as you've said, it's been a dismal performance. Can you imagine? She never made it to be part of the Olympic team because she was the third best. So we did have number 1 and 2 as the best, the ones who made it to the team.
Mm.
The question is, what then happened after you qualify? What kind of training facilities are you offered? Because then
Yeah.
when she didn't make it and Bahrain then puts in all this investment on their athletes,
Mm.
then that's where the question is. And we're hoping that the new CS for sports
Yeah.
will see that it's the government that now needs to step in
Yeah.
to prepare our athletes, because our athletes are really mostly on their own. Their
Yeah.
preparation is their own private investment. But when the government comes in and does what the Gen Z is asking them to do, just be accountable, just give us services,
Yeah.
then we'll be back at peak in terms of performance.
Absolutely.
Go Kenya!
Go
Absolutely.
Kenya, yeah. And today I think Kipchoge is running today.
He
He did. He didn't
Huh?
make it.
He did not make it.
No. The
Oh my
marathon is
God.
done.
But at least Kenya got a
Got a-
bronze.
Is today not
in that
10?
race.
It is.
Uh-huh.
The marathon is done. We got a
Oh.
bronze.
Yeah.
We got a bronze.
Mm.
Oh my goodness, Kenya, man. Anyway, do you know what? I think a while back we had a conversation about something I had heard from one of the popular podcasts by, it's called Legally Clueless.
Yes.
Yes. I forget the lady's name. And she hosted someone who's a sportsman, and the person said, you know what, Kenya has the best sports people in the world.
Mm.
And why he said that was because he says, look at the rugby people, footballers, athletes, everybody else, people playing volleyball, which are very, we've got one of the
strikers are very good.
yeah, we've got one of the best in the world.
Mhm.
But these people have a full-time job, and then they are athletes.
Yes.
So
Yes.
if the government, like Davy said, could invest a bit more on sports,
Mm.
then I think we would be taking all the medals.
Absolutely.
Yeah, I think That's really true. Kenya has a lot of what I call systemic challenges. Not only there's leadership problem also, because I think sometimes we don't prioritize well. I would say that, and we don't like if you look football for example, the people who, even the young ones, the youth, who are supposed to be developed, we don't have any youth football development facilities, for example, that are at par. So it's very difficult for people who want to make it from Kenya. But I hope our government will somehow listen. We have new leadership in place, and hopefully in the next few years we will be able to participate in more sports, because we are a diverse culture. We have people from everywhere who can do so much more. Everybody knows Kenya for the track races, but we can do a lot more, a lot more. We just need to prioritize well.
Yeah. And that's very true. And I sometimes my heart breaks for Kenya, having lived in this country, because I see the investment put, facilities, the support, the funding that is lacking in Kenya, and we are able to actually have that. We are able to do that as a country because we can afford it. We're not a very, very poor country.
Yeah.
And people are so exposed out there. They know what is needed. And I'll just briefly come onto like you said systematic issues, just a little bit about right now with everything that is going on and what the Gen Zs are saying. One of the areas they are really advocating for is how can I put it, they want the judicial system and everybody else to be left alone and to be able to practice properly. And I think that's where one of the challenges people have from here, and working with maybe some solicitors or lawyers in Kenya, because even lawyers of themselves, some of them are crooks. I've worked with some lawyers who I think I shared with you. I worked with a lawyer from before I came to this country, and I came here and they played me with my business partner. So what would you like to see as Kenyan lawyers, or is there something that is missing or needs to be tidied up, maybe by the government, or I don't know, the society of Kenya? I don't know. I'm just following the experience I have.
I mean, I'm very sorry about the experience that you went through, but one thing I can say is that the judiciary in Kenya is working very well. As somebody who frequents those corridors of justice, as we call them, on a daily basis in Kenya, I can tell you, especially since COVID, when we went online, we adopted technology, the judiciary is working very well. For example, if you file a matter in the family division of the court, the timelines they set, they keep to them. If, for example, if somebody would like to get a divorce, I can assure you, within 6 to 8 months from day one of filing, you will have your order and you will be good to go. Same thing with an issue relating to children, especially because everything is done in the best interest of a child. You'll find the magistrates handling children matters work very efficiently and very fast. Now, so the judiciary is working well. Now let's come to the lawyers. Just like in any profession, there could be a few bad eggs. And it's unfortunate that some of them are there in the profession. But the Law Society of Kenya has mechanisms through which you can pursue that bad egg of a lawyer. There is the disciplinary tribunal. The processes are on the website. If you go to www.lsk.or.ke, you will find a portal in which you can file a complaint against a lawyer who you feel has not handled your matter in the right way. And your case will be heard online. You do not have to come to Kenya, and so the lawyer, unfortunately, who did not, who played you, as you say, you're able to file a complaint against them. Your matter will be heard online. You will get your decision online, and then now we on the ground can help you now pursue any type of compensation that you could be awarded. So the systems are working. It is the people are also working. It's just there are a few rogue eggs, and hopefully as we move along, we'll get to sift them out.
And I'm really happy to hear that, because if it's from the COVID time, people are able to access this information and check on themselves and be sure that if I have a certain scenario, then within a certain stipulated time, I'm able to move forward to get a result. I think that's very, very important, and I hope this information is so out there, like the way you're telling me about the LSK, Law Society of Kenya, that there is a procedure to follow to do that. Because I think, as they say, information is power. If you do not know,
Yes.
then you just stay there without
Yeah.
knowing. And I hope more Kenyans get to know this. So if you're listening out there and you have a few legal issues that you'd like handled, or any questions like I do have lots of questions. Please do write us a message on social media. If I don't read it out today, or I don't look at it today, we will definitely get back to you, or you can feel free to call our number. So Josephine, do you have anything to add on that line?
First of all, I'm sorry that you were played by our brothers or sisters in the profession. One important thing that anybody must do really is to vet when you want to deal with anyone, not just lawyers. So one way, as Debbie has said, is to check through the LSK website. One, if somebody is licensed, before you start even dealing with them, you can always find that and see whether they are active or inactive, because that information is public information. It's readily available. And also, it's just about service. One lawyer could be licensed and properly able to practice, but there's service challenges. So those will vary from lawyer to lawyer. For example, you need to get proper information. You need to be constantly updated. You need to be able to get advice on how to verify everything that a lawyer is doing for you. Right now, the government has invested quite heavily on the move to a digital service. Through eCitizen, a lot of the services that we facilitate on behalf of our clients, we have to interact with government digitally in one way or another. So I think we are improving. We're not where we were like when I started practice, or even just 5 years ago. There's been a big leap in terms of service delivery, government support, and those such cases, I think will become less and less as we move on. And for people in the diaspora, the Kenyans listening, really, we are here because we want to put ourselves out there. We want you to know who we are, vet us, and then we can be able to support you back at home on all these processes. There is the digital interface that makes it very easy for us and for you. You don't have to move so many miles back to the country to get your things going. Yeah.
And that's really, really important, because I know people, Masharia, tell me, your thoughts about this. Kenyans in diaspora, we have a disconnect with people, service providers in back home, isn't it? Yeah.
Well, to some degree, yeah, that is there, because when you get to this country and when you get to this country, you get to understand how the law works, just from how they operate, how the system works, what name they're given. I've been there. I've been the court, so to speak. So I've been to the court system, and it's very different. You've got barristers, you've got solicitors, it's just a whole array of guys that are so complicated to deal with. But having come from Kenya, the one thing I know is a lawyer sorts,
everything.
They take care of all that. So when you're talking about barrister, I don't know what that is. I don't know what they do. In fact, they're very different. But yeah, there's a disconnect. For me, that was the disconnect. With Kenya, it's everything in one place. With here, it's very different. And with the way that she explained before, everything you're looking for, you can get it online. You can vet them as well. It's not the same here. But that's the disconnect. That's the disconnect. For me, that is. And getting to understand and to go around it, to know, getting your head around that, it's the Achilles heel. Yeah, it is. But I like the way she explained it, and it's very straightforward what they do. The Kenya, they simplify it. They make it easy, and if you can remember, back in the days we used to have user-friendly font. That's how it is. They're user-friendly. That's just it. In Kenya, it's so easy, but here it's very complicated
It is.
and it's expensive as well.
Yeah.
But in Kenya, you can actually sit down with them and you can go over everything, all the nitty-gritties, the prices, what they can do for you, what you need done. Yeah, I think that's it. That's the disconnect.
I totally agree. And you know what? I've learned quite a lot so far, even with the procedures, and even from what you've said, I've got a bit more confident in how to go about my legal issues back home. And so we will get into what you do after the break. So we've got to go to a commercial break, and when we're back, we're going to listen to Diamond Platinum's Chitake, and that is Davy's request.
Really? Thank you.
Yes, and yeah, so this is the commercial.
Okay, it came and then it went. I think it doesn't all the way.
Wow.
The jacks are acting up.
Oh, the jets are acting up.
Yeah. I think it needs partially go in.
Okay.
Here's some information you do need to
No,
know.
we can stop.
If you're getting the train over the
Well done.
bank
Oh, thanks.
That was
Josephine, you did very well.
Yeah.
First timer.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, well,
But
you
it's a
need to be like on
conversation.
standby.
Yeah, but it was a good conversation.
It was.
To check.
You know, I
You
get
know, the most surprising thing is my husband was trying to talk to me about the Olympics the other day. And I told him, I don't even want to talk about it. Kenya has been
Here you are.
losing. So I stopped watching. And then,
Kenya has, so far they have 7 medals now.
It's sad. It's sad.
Yeah, it's been a dismal performance, like
oh,
I
it's
said.
been horrible.
And
Okay, this one is good.
it's good, yeah.
I've got another.
But you're still here with us.
Yeah?
You're going to be here in the whole show. Don't think you're running away.
I try and avoid
You
this.
try to avoid
I
it?
try to avoid it as best as I can because I get a brain freeze.
Oh, what? Really?
Yeah.
But
Oh,
You know what? I've been in the court system,
Yeah.
and it's
Uku?
so complicated.
Yeah.
It's so
Here
complicated.
it's the barristers that go to court.
the barristers
Yeah.
go to court, the
Yeah,
solicitors
solicitors,
do
they
the case.
Yeah.
You know, they even draft.
Yeah.
Barristers just argue.
Argue, yeah.
In Kenya, you can't
We do
argue
both.
if you don't draft it.
Yeah, exactly.
people were saying, kuna following ya watu from Kenya, we are listening.
Oh,
Oh,
nice.
thanks for the conversation today.
Oh yeah, and yeah, from
Hey, my cousin has Sambaza listening to everybody.
Gera and some of the all listening, they're tuned in. Yeah. Yeah.
But this is a very, very,
Yeah,
very.
they're all in.
When I told Mama Nyaps, kumtajia tu hivi, there's a law firm. I said, oh, there's a friend who has a law firm, and they are coming with a business partner to London, and they'll be coming to Glasgow. Mom, do you think that? Why hata usiulize? Let them come. Let them come. Kwanza mimi.
You know, she already gave us Nini immediately we landed. She's like,
Sasa unaona mimi
Kirudi, I have something I want you to look at for me. Can you imagine?
wacha hivyo. Mimi unakumbuka hata tukipita kwa Ted. Nilikuwa nawashwa hivi.
Serious?
Josephine was looking at us. Ulituona vile
Ulipita
before we
twice,
introduced ourselves.
Yes.
Ati twice, like 4
So many times, by the way.
Yeah.
So many times.
Ngoja tumalizane na client.
Hey, I think this is gonna be a really.
Ndio maana nilikuwa nashinda kikwambia, you tell me how much you're charging. Unaniambia
No,
hapana,
I
wewe nyamaza
cannot.
tu.
Just
Just wait.
Kwa sababu shida zangu ukimaliza moja utaingia ingine.
Wow.
After hii song ndio tutaingia.
Oh,
Kwani Javed afanyi show leo? It's not like him not to be here by now.
how's the line going?
Oh.
You know, I thought this thing wasn't moving.
Oh.
I tried to move it the first time, and it was a bit hard.
Yeah.
So I was thinking, okay, do I just turn it?
Then I do it.
It's a Facebook
quite
live.
heavy.
Yeah.
Getting our audio.
It normally does, but I don't know why it's switching off.
Tunaongea.
Nini?
No, it only gets when you're live.
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, the rest of the time inaona. Hata actually ni mimi naona peke yangu hapa.
Okay.
Because I was huyu na hakosangi kukua hapa by now. Javed, I don't know.
Maybe he's running late. But apparently now Leo Sheik on schedule. Everything, yeah. You've addressed quite
Yeah.
a lot of you've introduced the guests. You guys, you've said what you're all about, and people engaged. So far, by the time tufanye hivi saa zingine kwa 45,
Yeah.
55 past.
Yeah.
Yeah, the time hiyo ndio haraka.
Time you and haraka.
Yeah, time has
Imagine-
moved so fast.
Yeah. So after 2 hours, nikikuwa saa zingine I'm here for 2 hours. The whole of October is 2 hours. The whole of June I had 2 hours. Because we've got so many shows, so many presenters. Kupata even a slot at
Yeah.
a new show. Maybe watu fight huku.
Eh.
Yeah, it's quite popular. This radio station has been here for 25 years.
Wow.
Yeah, so it's really, and it's very, very popular. Most taxis mkiingia, msikize tu ama muangalie.
Eh.
It's ours mostly.
Wow.
Yeah.
The mad thing is I could hear it. Nilikuwa naisikiza nikiwa as far as there's a time tulikuwa tumeenda Wales. Tulikuwa Wales na Cornwall. I could still hear it. Yeah, because it's digital. The
Wow.
outreach is
It's fantastic.
it's mad. You can even listen to it in Kenya. And I was like,
Yeah, I've got listenership in Kenya,
you can-
in South Africa. I have a big out of nini huko.
radio is powerful. It's just that need. So we need to go. Oh, because of this. Imagine inafika huko kote. Like, yeah.
This is so interesting. I've really never been to any radio station. This is my first time.
This is the most quiet you'll ever find. Hizo zingine zinakuwaga zimepangwa, watu wanakuwa wamengojea. There's always people waiting. Yeah, this is the good thing about our
Quite at
quiet.
home, and you guys are participants feel at home.
Yeah,
I know, right?
yeah. I think you don't feel like you're rushed in here like most of the radio stations. 'Cause
Yeah.
there's a jumbo radio that you do as well.
Yeah,
Oh
that's
my
the
God,
one
yeah.
I'm
Like, we're
thinking.
gonna queue.
Yeah, I'm thinking if if the producer will be available at enough time, I can do a show. In 3 seconds we get it. Hello and welcome back to Africa Live with myself, Lady Ann Duncan. This is 107.2 Hours FM, and as you know, we've got lovely guests today in studio, and this is one of them is not a new voice to you, and then the other two are legal practitioners from Kenya who've come to bring their services all the way from Kenya to the UK to the Kenyans living here. And the thing is, you know, so many times we talk about the challenges we face being away from home, and how lovely is it to find professionals who say, you know what, we've got people who rely on our services and we're gonna go to them. So they came all the way from Kenya to the UK and here in Glasgow, and they will be offering free clinics at Calabash. You know where Calabash is? On Union Street. If you do not know and want details, please do DM me or send me a message on Hours FM or at Lady Ann Duncan at hoursfm.co.uk or on any of my social media platforms. Anyway, talking about summer holidays. Don't just sit at home alone. You know, here at Hours FM, we have ladies only games and gap shop. That is coffee and cake, conversations, and everything women. So if you are interested, please get in touch with Sadia at 0141 286 1885 or just come to Hours FM at Craig House, first floor, 64 Dunley Street. You know where we are at. Then we've got the Super 6-5 tournament on August 25th at 9 a.m. There's going to be a lot of stuff happening. There are strolls, bouncing castles, junior awards, music, live commentary. And if you do love watching games, fed up with the Olympics, which will be done tomorrow, that's for you. You can come on 25th of August. Then, last but not least, you know, we like to empower you. If you're a youth or young person looking for work, you don't know where to start, we've got employability skills workshop here at Hours FM. We've got personal statement, CV support and guidance. We've got podcast classes if you're interested, and all these start on the 21st of August 2024 Time will be 5 to 6 p.m. Just come to our studios at Craig House, first floor, 64 Darnley Street. So, and if you want any further information, please do get in touch with us at oursfm.co.uk. If you know any other person, 15 to 20-year-olds, don't let them stay at home stranded. They can come in at any time and get the help they need. All right. So, back in studio, we are talking everything legal matters, especially today. Unfortunately or fortunately, we are talking about Kenyans legal help, you know. And so I've got Josephine and I've got Debbie in studio who will be talking about what brings them here, what are these issues that you guys felt that, or you know, what are these cases that you got from your clients from the UK and thought, you know what, you're gonna go there. Take us through that.
Okay. So really, I'll start with a story that
Yes.
led us to do all this. We have a client, of course, I will not disclose any information about the client. She reached out to us. She needed a divorce, and she was here in the UK. Was not able to travel at the time due to various circumstances to attend court. And it was quite challenging. This was way back when we were still transitioning. It was just before COVID, because this whole digital transformation in our court system was fast-tracked by COVID. So we were not able to get her to be heard, and therefore she was stuck. And you know, our firm, we are women, so we understand the women issues. So fortunately, the courts went online, and we were able to support her. She got her divorce. She was free. She has since moved on. She's very happy. So we thought to ourselves, how many more people have issues that can be resolved while they stay where they are? And that was how this whole idea was birthed. And that's how we are here. Maybe.
Amazing.
Well, yes, it's true. That was one of the cases that we handled that inspired us to think about coming to the UK. And then there's also an issue of property or investments back at home. So there's quite a number of land buying companies, banks that bring projects to Kenyans in the diaspora and tell them, listen, you can buy a plot back at home, you can invest into this property. And unfortunately, some of those purchases have not come through. For example, if you're purchasing a property off plan and then the construction is not done. So we've had a lot of people also come to us to ask us, what do I do? How do I recover my money in this circumstance? The problem is this person is here in the UK. They cannot be able to monitor the developer on the ground or the land selling company. So as lawyers for this person who is in the UK, we are able to engage with the developer or the land selling company in Kenya. If for purposes of, let's say, for example, it's a good transaction, then we are able to follow up even on the construction milestones on their behalf. But in the unfortunate event that this developer or this land selling company is not able to deliver the product, then we are able again to file a case in court on behalf of the person here in the diaspora, pursue it for them, deal with it online. The person will give their evidence online and eventually get back their money for them. And we can either hold the money for them or direct them to an investment which we know will bear fruit for them. So it's just an issue of being able to protect or offer legal services to the person in diaspora as though they were back at home. Yes.
That is very, very important, because I remember last year or the year before, there came a real estate company from Kenya, and they advertised and they had a big show here in Glasgow. A few people or a number of people committed themselves and bought properties with them. Just for a few months down the line, we see them on the newspapers that there were scammers, and these are the same challenges that you do not know who to go to do the due diligence, to do the vetting. You've been away from home for too long. When you go, you're going on holiday and you're not able to know how the systems work. And so many people lose money, and that's why we see people like you come here and and even the confidence of how you came here. We've had Lydia on the show, Lydia Tet of Kenyan Friends in the Past,
Yes.
who's a lovely, lovely friend, because why we like and love the investors she brings from Kenya to here is because she goes an extra mile to vet through the Ministry of Foreign Affairs, with the help of the embassy here, to check if the people, the business people bringing the business or advertising their services here are legit, and they have to get clearance. And I believe that's how you came as well.
Oh, yes.
How was
She
the
took
process?
She took us through quite some thorough vetting
Yeah.
before giving us the official invite. For us, the vetting was through, of course, the Law Society of Kenya, but most importantly through our clients. So we gave her a list of our clients in Kenya and in the UK. Not Kenyans, so British citizens who are our clients as well, for her to speak to, get a confirmation of our service delivery, the level of our services, for her to be confident that we could be part of her expo at Kenya and Friends in the Park.
Yeah.
So here we are. I think that is a testament on our integrity
Well
and
done.
legitimacy to the Kenyans here.
Well done.
Yeah,
Well done.
true. Because so many people appear, they come, spend some money. Because when you see an organization being able to pay for their staff to come over, they've got really nice flyers and banners. You kind of think they're professional, and that lies to the eye and the heart.
Yes.
And you go into business without knowing how to vet them. You go on their website, they look very good. They've got client testimonials, but you don't know where else to head. But
Yes.
it's really good to have seen you go through, or to have heard you go through such vetting, and also come here and say, you know what, if you want to know if we are legit, if we are licensed, if we are clean, go on this website.
Yes.
Law Society of Kenya, go vet us and see for your own. And this is information that is quite rare. And even if someone knows they can vet people, they just go and Google. And Google has everything.
Yes.
So it's good to know there is a process. So what are you hoping, or what are some of the cases that you already know and have experienced here in the UK? You mentioned just when you mentioned about the divorce. What other cases are there that, if people are listening but they're like, oh, I'm not sure they can handle this case I have, what are some of those issues, cases, support that you know or have experienced from people in diaspora that you can help with?
There are Kenyans who really want to invest back at home, and they don't know exactly where to start. So we are here also to facilitate those who want to invest at home. You want to incorporate a company, you want to be able to get licenses for in particular service areas. You want to know what is the tax situation like in the country, which has been a bit fluid in the recent past. Quite challenging really to navigate, or maybe you just want to know what are the regulatory compliance in the business you want to set up, what are the requirements. So we can be able to support that. But really, like we told you, our main aspiration is to support people on just their issues. Aside from business, there is succession. We've realized many people have succession issues that are not concluded, assets that could be wasting away because of that lack of conclusion on the succession processes. So we are here also to support that. Child issues, we've seen a lot of that, people requiring support to be able to get custody or just enter into child maintenance agreements with their spouses or past partners, or things, family issues. We are able to support on that, and I think those are the main areas we are here to have conversations with Kenyans on.
Oh my goodness, where do I even start to say thank you? Because the number of Kenyans I know, not only Kenyans, of migrants I know, especially those who've come through the COS, they've got a job here, they've migrated here for education or marriage, but they've left their children back at home. But they fail to find a way of doing things, because they're saying, I've got to take, what we call the black tax.
Yes.
I have to send half of my salary to them to show them I'm grateful. But if there's something like, children maintenance, legal thing that protects the people taking care of the children and also looks at the person who's here. How beautiful is that? You know, how lovely.
Yeah.
I mean, our Children's Act is very, I think it's one of the most progressive pieces of legislation we have, because it really looks out for the best interest of the child. So irrespective of where you are in the globe, if a child is Kenyan, they have to be taken care of properly. And also, we know for immigration purposes, even for immigrants, let me speak from the Kenyan perspective, who want to come to the UK with their child, one of the things that the immigration department or the visa department will look at is, do you have actual custody of this child?
Yeah.
And if the birth certificate of that child has a mother and a father written, and only the father goes to the embassy to try and apply for a visa for that child, they will be denied, because the embassy will ask them, where is the custody order giving you sole legal custody over this child, to then give you the right to apply for this visa on your own. Alternatively, where is the affidavit of consent from the mother consenting to you applying for a visa for this child and for you to leave the country with the child? So that's where we come in. If you're separated with a mother, we help you get the child custody order through the Children's Court by giving an explanation as to why you should be given sole custody. And if there is no disagreement, then we prepare for you the affidavit as well, to be signed by the mother, the affidavit of consent, and you move on. So people take for granted some of these little things, and you go for your application and you wonder why it's denied, just because you've missed I would not call it a small, massive legal document that will make the process easier for you and make you save a lot of money as well, because your appeal or second application costs you more money.
Oh,
Absolutely.
Yes.
Yeah.
this is really good. And we only have 7 minutes, but I wish we had like 2 more. I'll still invite you again via Zoom, even when you're not here, so that we continue in these conversations. Because so many people live here, their children are back at home, and at some point they will need the children to come here, be reunited with them, and the processes are never clear.
Yes.
There's nowhere to find that, and hearing that, for you, it's just like, oh, them, they're easy and all that, and sometimes we for lack of knowledge, we tend to magnify things like, oh, now I have, it's a big deal getting custody. When people hear custody, they think of war. They think about
It doesn't have to
it doesn't have to be. From what you've just said, it's just
doesn't.
this is a necessary document.
Yes.
It's just called that.
Exactly.
In fact, Anne, sometimes you don't even have to go to the court if people can just sit down and agree, and we do a parental responsibility or agreement for the parties involved. And it is very important that people do these things in a way that can be supported in law. Because if you want to bring any child, sometimes it's not even your own, but this child depends on you. That child actually has a right to come and be with you, because you're the one supporting the child. You're able to prove dependency, because dependency is a concept at immigration that they look at. So how do you prove that? We have this agreement. I have been sending this money, and then in that agreement, if you're paying school fees, let the payment of the school fees come from you to the school, so that you don't say, but I've been sending money home. Sending to who?
To who?
You cannot prove it has been in relation to this child. So we guide you so that we are able to create the relevant paper trail. Yeah.
Oh my goodness. I don't even want to start with succession.
Inheritance for Africans. That's always a very, very big thing. And I know there's so many Kenyans who left the country years back. Unfortunately, maybe their parents passed away back at home, and they've just done nothing about it.
But they don't know what to do.
It's now so simple. Remember what I've said about our judiciary? It is the best right now. Just speak to us at Kongweno and Bubi Advocates. We file for you the petition for letters of administration whilst you're seated here in the comfort of your home, either in Glasgow, in London, in Reading, wherever, in Wales, Northern Ireland. We send it to you, you sign it, you get it notarized, you scan it back to us, we upload it on the judiciary system, we get for you your grant. In 6 months' time, I tell you, okay, fine, this is the date of the hearing, here is the link, log in, tell the judge that you agree to the distribution of the property, and I get you the order.
Wow.
It is that simple. You do not
Wow.
need to come to Kenya. You just need to give us the particulars of the assets, a copy of the death certificate, and we do the application for you.
Wow.
Yes, it's possible.
Oh my
Wow.
God.
And even if you have to fight with a few of your family members, we still,
Mm.
find a way to amicably resolve that. We can advise you to go through arbitration or ADR.
Mm.
If it has to be a big fight in court, we still have the capability to do that and hopefully secure you a good outcome. Yes.
And you know what? Now that you said it can be easy, it doesn't have to be, very hard, and it can also be hard. I think I wish we would have these conversations as Kenyans before these big things happen. Like,
Yes.
how does succession go? What does it mean? What are the details? And people get that knowledge so that when that time happens, because grieving takes a long time
Absolutely.
and it is different for every member of the family.
Yes.
So I don't see why families should take themselves through a hard time of worrying who will take what, how is it fair, is it what, and they say, you know what, we've lost, a mom or a dad or whatever it is, and then please take us through that. And I think it's very possible, knowing that you can be back at home. We are here, and we have the peace that you're not siding with our sisters and brothers at home because you're in the same country.
No. Come to Calabash today. We are
Yes.
there from 12 p.m. to 8 p.m. for any in-depth kind of conversation you want to have with us on that or any other issue, and we'll let you know. Unless you want to give us another hour on radio.
Oh my
We can do a
goodness.
whole training.
No, we will definitely have you back here another time to
Thank
continue with this conversation, because I think they're quite important, and we've just touched on one at a time.
Yes.
Perhaps
Yeah.
we just touched a little bit because I know there are people who plan to go back to Kenya. They want to go with their cars. They want to go with their, they want to go for 6
Their
months.
pets.
Their pets.
Their pets.
Yeah.
We
And-
recently brought in a pet from Australia. There's a whole legal procedure.
Yes.
Yeah.
So people are scared. People don't know where to go, where to start, what to do. So that would be very, very good to have you continue these conversations with, even on Zoom. So can I invite you to just give us your parting shot and tell us where you'll be today, and for the third time, tell us where you'll be today and where people can find you.
All right. Thank you very much. Today we will be at the Calabash restaurant on Union Street. We'll be there from 12 p.m. to 8 p.m. We're ready to listen to Kenyans and advise you. We are offering free legal advice to all Kenyans who will visit us on any legal question they may have back at home. To find out more about us, you can visit our website, which is www.kbadvocates.co.ke. Thank you.
Josephine, what's your parting shot?
Thank you very much, and I really I'm happy to see you. I'm happy to see that you're thriving
Thank you.
in this country, and you have this amazing show. We are really delighted that you've given us this opportunity to be here. Thank you for having us. For the Kenyans, do not be afraid to deal with your affairs back at home. Kenya is growing. We are in the right trajectory. We are pushing the government to do right by us, the citizens. And so we are here to just tell you, we will also cover you. So don't have any fears. Everything is possible.
Oh, thank you so
Yeah.
much, Josephine. Yes, Masharia.
Oh gosh.
Yes. Yes. What's your parting shot?
So yeah, it's been it's an eye opener because I've had quite some issues with some legal issues before in the past, but now it's clear. I've had people who ask me questions like that. Now you know where to go. You can see one or two things coming your way. KB.
KB Advocates.
KB Advocates.
Yeah.
And it's empowering to anyone else who's listening out there. And don't ever sit alone. Don't be alone. There's help out there. All right. Reach out.
Thank you so much, everybody, for listening. That's all the time we had today, and next will be Javed.
Well done.
Well done, guys.
Yaani
Well
umeshangaa-
done, guys.
umeshangaa umeniambia niende the last minute. I was like,
Hata sikuwa mimi niliangalia nikaacha ikiwa na 58.
Video.
I think movie